everybody, it's Gail from thehappystamper.com. Thanks for stopping by and visiting with me today. I've got a fun technique and I'm going to share with you how to turn your regular stamp sets into almost like a two-step stamping. Wait and see. I'm going to show you how to make this cool card, and that is doing this technique that I kind of stumbled across, and I did see someone on one of my Instagram account followers who had done something very similar in her Bible journaling, and I thought, and I came and played and tweaked it a bit, and you can also do this technique with cards. So yeah, let me show you how we're going to do this and how you can get a little more bang for your buck, stretch your stamps, and almost make it look like two-step stamping, if you will. So stick around. I'll show you how to do that in just a second. Okay. Hi everybody, it's Gail from thehappystamper.com. So I wanted to share with you kind of a fun technique that perhaps maybe you hadn't thought about, and this would stretch your dollar a little bit, stretch your stamps a little bit farther, but also turn your single stamp sets into two-step stamping. How cool is that? So I'm going to be using the Big on Birthdays set. This is from our new idea book and catalog. I love it. I think it's a wonderful set. This is such a great stamped image. All of them are, and this is another one that makes such pretty cards. But this looks really cool with the lines in the letters. It's a really neat font. So that's the stamp set that we're going to be using today. This is the card I'm going to show you how to make. And I'm also going to be using crushed curry and, of course, my archival basic black ink. The paper, designer series paper, this is how I package it myself now. This is the Color Theory designer series paper from the idea book and catalog. What I do, because it doesn't come in a bound pad like it used to, I'm not thrilled that it comes loose like this. It just means I have to provide for storage now of the paper, but I guess some people didn't like it on the, sticky glue thing. We'll see. I have to say, Stampin' Up! Does listen, so if people give their opinion and provide information on surveys, they take it into account. So who knows? They may next year go back to putting them on the sticky pads. But this, for now, is how I use them and store them. And I just put them in I recycle a plastic bag that something else came in. It fits perfectly, keeps them nice and snug. And then I write down the paper pad that it is, the product number, where it comes from, whether it's the idea book and catalog or the holiday, and then I also put the coordinating colors that it goes with. So that's nice that Stampin' Up! Provides us with that information. It certainly saves me a lot of time of searching. So that's the designer series paper I'm using, and that's what is in the background stamp here, background of the card. So let me just move these over. I've got everything all ready to go here. We're also going to be using some of our rhinestones, which of course I can't get enough of. This is the scratch piece that I'm going to be using, and I've got a doily, a little strip for the inside, and yeah, let me just put that with this and set that to the side. Okay, so what I'm starting with here is an 8.5 by 11 sheet of cardstock that I have cut at 5.5, and that way, if you're new to my channel and new to stamping, you get two cards, two A2 cards, and you'll get two of those out of one sheet of cardstock. So I'm simply going to fold this over, and today I'm going to do this card in crushed curry. Just something a little different. Okay, so then my next layering piece is 4 inches by 5 1/4. And my designer series piece that's going to be on top of that is the same size. These both are 4 by 5 1/4. And I'm going to layer my color theory piece on top of Don't you just love black and yellow? I sure do. But I am first going to decide how far I want my corner to fold back. And I really like this, where you have the contrasting image on the back side here. I think that makes it super cool, super fun, and definitely gives the cards some interest. This is a really great pack. And I'm just going to layer this on here like so. And I'm also going to put a little bit of adhesive on the back like that. Now, you may need to trim it off a bit. I don't know. Is it really that off? No, I think it's actually fine. So I am just going to keep going. I'm just going to keep going. And this will go on the front. Oop, got a little bit of kitty hair. Little kitty hair. I have to pick this up. I can't see from this angle. All right, there we go. And I'm also going to work on a little inside panel. If you have a black card like this, you can always use a white, what do I want to call it? Like a chalk marker pen. Or you can simply add a piece of white cardstock to the inside, and then you've got a very easy area to write on, and that solves the problem. But I have also seen people that you can emboss with the white embossing powder on the inside. Also, people just write with a white gel pen. So whatever works for you, but I'm gonna do this way, like so. So now I've got a cute little inside panel, like that. And, oh shoot, I put this down too quick. Hold on, hold on. That's okay, that's okay. Not a problem, because you know what? It's gonna get folded. So I'm not worried that I just messed that up, because there really are no mess ups. It's just unintentional planning. Ha! I love that. I just made that up. Unintentional planning. That sounds good. That sounds good. All right, so I'm going to put this piece here. Then I'm going to go back and do my little bent corner. Gosh. Okay. Voila. Bent corner. Now, what the whole point of this was, I want to show you, take a scratch piece of paper, and with your image, I'm using this one that says, "At least you're still pretty." I don't like that saying, "At least you're still pretty." What does that mean? I don't know. I think it's a beautiful stamped image, if you can see it clearly on here. I think it's really a nice stamped image, but I don't like the saying, "At least you're still pretty." I don't know. I'd kind of be like, what are you trying to say if someone gave that to me? So what I've done here, though, is I have mounted this stamp upside down. And so what that means is the impression part that has the wording on it is backwards. Okay? So I'm going to turn this over, and I'm going to stamp like so. So I'm just stamping on the reverse side with the flat surface of my stamp. Now this will work with your clear mount stamps, but see how you kind of get a just the block part of it, which is kind of cool. This would be really cool with like circles, things of that nature. You could do any shape. Just make sure your shapes match up when you put them back to back. And what I mean is, I'll show you with another one in just a second, but let me get this gussied up. Now this one, I love what this says. Wishing you a very happy birthday. And I think this has the prettiest fonts. Just beautiful. Can go either way. Manly, guys, depending on the colors you choose, can definitely go either way. I really like it. So what I was explaining was, for example, if you wanted to do the same thing with this stamp, The problem you would run into is if you turned it over and just did the flat surface side and stamped it this way, when you went to stamp the words, they're going to be in the opposite direction, so it wouldn't line up. Now that may be just fine. It may look really cute. I'm fine with that. I like wonkiness, but it's something to keep in mind. This works really well, as I said, with circles, you know, images that either way you turn it are going to line up perfectly. But it's a way of doubling up your stamps, and then you can stamp the image, the line image, right on top of it. So you kind of get a two-stamped image, if you will. Let me grab my Pop Tops here. I forgot to get them out of my bag, and we'll be good to go. We'll be good to go. I'm just going to grab this. And adhere a little bit of these. And this will work too. Just fine. So again, use every little bit of your stash. Get every bit out of it that you can. I'm going to turn this over and I'm going to place this right on the front here. I think that is so, I love this because you can totally stretch your stamps. You know, perhaps you have a circle that is a flower. Well, instead of it just being the circle flower, flip it over, get a background color, and then stamp the image on top of it. I mean, that totally works for me. So to finish this card off, I am just going to grab a few little rhinestones, because you can't have too many of those. I love rhinestones. I do. I think I'm going to go like that for this one and put a few more up at the top here. And that will complete my card, you guys. So that's just one way of spreading the stamps to go a little bit farther. Get a little extra bang for your buck, if you will. A cute card idea featuring our new Color Theory Designer Series paper. And then, of course, this is using the Pretty Berry Burst. This is our Crushed Curry, which is such a fun summery color. I just love it. So there you go, you guys. I hope that helps you stretch your Stampin' Dollar a little bit further and helps you kind of stretch your imagination too. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you again for all of your support. Hugs from me to you. Make sure you check the description box for all details and promotions going on that are over on my blog. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care. Bye-bye.